If there's anything that is going to change your life, is the ability to think. I'm going to introduce you to a system that you can use to change your life. Welcome to the Junction. On this platform, we explore biblical principles so that you are empowered to live the life of greatness that God has called you to live. Today, we're going to be talking about a system of transformation that you can use to start to live, to start to take those steps that you need to take in order for you to begin the journey on the path to greatness. What is introspective transformation? Introspective transformation simply means the practice of going inward into yourself, taking an inventory of the gaps that you have in knowledge or in character, and then taking the step to acquire the knowledge that you need, the principles that you need, the values that you need. Acquire them and implement them into your life until you embody them, until you embody these principles, this body of knowledge, and it becomes a lifestyle. Ultimately, that's what we want, a lifestyle of greatness. The first step towards a change, towards transformation, is for you to be able to realize that you need a change. Nobody can do it for you. If you go to a doctor and the doctor said, why you're here, and you're like, I don't know. I woke up and I said, today I'm going to visit my doctor. The doctor said, fine, that's very good. But for what reason? You have to give him the reason for you showing up that day. Then you can start digging through to get to the root cause, to the bottom. Okay, whatever it is, right? But you got to know what's wrong, at least an inkling, an idea of what's wrong with you. And that's the same thing. In order for you to begin transformation, you have to be able to go inward. And that's what introspective transformation is about. You don't remember last week we talked about the attribute of transformation being deliberate. This is an intentional and deliberate act. And at first it may be very, very weird, right? Don't we know? Anything that you do for the first time is weird. But as you begin to do it, it's like starting a new work. Driving there is weird. You're constantly looking at the direction. But as you get familiar with that route, what happens? You don't even think about it. Before you know it, you already made a turn. Initially, it may be difficult. It may be weird because this is not something that you're used to. But as you begin to practice, it becomes a lifestyle. And ultimately, that's what we're shooting for. So introspective transformation is a deliberate act of or practice of going inward to see where the lack may be. I don't know what you're going through right now. You may be down right now in a mess. I was there at some point, and transformation got me through. God opened my eyes to understand how important transformation is. Like I said, it's good to pray. It's good to study your word, but you got to allow those things to lead you to transformation. And I'm so glad that I was able to understand that revelation. There are 4 life greatness that every one of us either goes through everything or there is one of them that is applicable. All situations that you may be thinking of, all of them have been categorized into one of these 4 life greatness situations or event. So the first life greatness event is a prosperous life. When you talk about financial freedom, financial security, right? We're talking about having abundance. We're talking about building wealth, living a legacy. The Bible said it in the book of Proverbs that a good man leaves inheritance for his children. If what you're struggling with is financial issues, then Transformation is very, very much needed for you. The reason why you're struggling is because you lack some kind of knowledge. You lack some kind of understanding. Something is lacking. And with transformation, you can go inward and think about it. What exactly is it that I'm lacking? Is it in terms of being able to budget? Am I making enough that I can budget myself and start investing, start building something for myself? Start to take a step. And the very first step is to go inward and determine what are those gaps. God has given you again the ability to think. Number two is a satisfactory life. A satisfactory life. What do we mean by a satisfactory life? Is a life that is at peace. Now we're talking about peace all around you. Some people have the wealth, they have all the money, but they don't have the peace. They don't have joy. See, money cannot buy you peace. Living a satisfactory life is a life of peace, a life of joy. You have a good relationship with your family. You have a good relationship with your spouse. The first step, like I said, is the ability to know that there is a need for change. That's number one. If you don't think anything is wrong with you, then you would never seek solution. But if you know, I can have a better family, I can have a better relationship with my family, I can have a better relationship with my wife or my husband, with my coworkers. Once you determine that, the next step is now figure out exactly where this problem could be coming from. And if you're wrong, at least you go back and try it again. There's nothing wrong with failure. Failure is just like success is an indicator that something is wrong. Success is an indicator that you are in the right step and you're rewarded for it. It's as simple as that. So just go back and do it again. Some people are just naturally feisty. Some people are just bitter because of the experience. And that could drive people away from you. You have to be able to go inward, understand that there's a need for change. Go inward and determine where the gaps are. Go out, acquire that knowledge, implement it in your life as much as you can. Baby step, incremental changes, make it consistent, and you will begin to see those changes in your life. The third one is a rebuilding life, a restructuring life. It means that you are in a mess. Some people are in situations that are very messy. They've done something and they've screwed up things. Or maybe somebody has done something to you and now your life is screwed up. I want to tell you that ultimately you are responsible for your life. And don't ever allow a situation to destroy you, because everybody in life will go through challenges and obstacles and problem. I know you may be saying you don't know what my problem was. You don't know what I had to go through. I am so sorry, but I want you to understand that everybody, whether rich or poor, whether beautiful or ugly, every one of us will go through challenges and obstacles. What matters though is how we deal with it, or how we allow that thing to impact us. It is up to you to be able to define how that thing will impact your life. And that's why transformation is important. It's like that person that has so much build up themselves, transform their life little by little, maturing. When the obstacles of life comes, they're able to withstand it because they know exactly what they need to do in order to overcome that obstacle. See, the problem comes when we're not able to overcome that obstacle. Then we become blocked. We become stuck. Then we're stuck in this predicament. We become frustrated, angry, bitter, hopeless. But there's a way out. Transformation is your key, out of the prison that you're in. I made a mess of my life at some point. And thank God, God allowed me to understand the power of transformation. Believe me, I cried unto the Lord, but I stayed in that problem for years. Not because God didn't help me. It's because I refused to listen to God. God was telling me my hands are open, but the only way you can pull yourself out of this predicament is for you to change the way you think and begin to think differently. The thought process, the mindset that got you into this trouble, you have to change it. It's not enough to get you out. It got you into this trouble. Why do you want to keep that mindset? You have to embrace a new way of thinking so that you don't run into this trouble another time. And thank God I understood that eventually. It took me time, but here I am. And then the last one is a purpose filled life. The last one is very, very powerful. The most important motivator for change in our life, for transformation in our life, is to ultimately answer the call of God for our life, the purpose to which you were created. That is the most important thing. Trying to figure out, what am I supposed to do? Why am I here? God, what is your plan for my life? I know some people are frustrated. Transformation is going to help you. We've talked about this in our previous video. If you don't know how transformation can help you identify your purpose and begin to work in it, go back to our video where we talk about 3 ways of identifying your purpose. Listen to that video and listen to other subsequent video. Leave a comment in the video. Tell us your transformational journey. Well, that's all we have for this week. Till we meet next week, stay blessed.